With threats to slash military aid interwoven with murky economic agreements, Ukraine stands at a precarious crossroads that could redefine its security and economic future. As global tensions rise and conflicts intensify, Ukraine is caught in the crossfire of a contentious debate unfolding at the White House. The heated exchange between President Trump and President Zelenski not only highlighted deep-seated disagreements over military aid, but also unveiled a controversial mineral agreement that casts a long shadow over Ukraine's future. This moment of discord brings to the forefront critical issues regarding Ukraine's national security and economic stability, leaving many to wonder how the country will navigate these turbulent waters while under immense international scrutiny. The confrontation began with stark accusations. Trump accused Zelensky of lacking the necessary cards to secure peace, suggesting that Ukraine was ill-prepared to counter Russian aggression without robust US military support. His remarks implied that a withdrawal or reduction in aid could leave Ukraine exposed to strategic vulnerabilities. The president's tone was unyielding, and his insistence on an immediate reassessment of aid policies sent shockwaves through diplomatic channels, raising concerns about the reliability of US commitments. In response, Zelensky delivered a forceful rebuttal, asserting that Ukraine was not merely a passive recipient of aid, but a nation actively fighting for its sovereignty and democratic values. He warned that any reduction in military support could plunge Ukraine into a dual crisis, military and financial. Zelensky's refusal to back down underscored a critical point. Ukraine's survival depended on unwavering international support, particularly from its Western allies. Adding complexity to the situation was the revelation of a mineral agreement between the US and Ukraine. The deal was intended to facilitate economic cooperation by allowing the United States access to revenue generated from Ukraine's natural resources. However, the agreement was fraught with legal ambiguities and lacked binding security guarantees. Industry experts and legal analysts expressed deep concerns that the agreement's vague terms could be exploited, potentially undermining Ukraine's long-term stability and compromising its national interests. Western nations quickly responded to the unfolding drama. Countries like Canada, Germany, France, and members of the EU voiced robust support for Zelensky, urging that Ukraine should not be forced into a corner by shifting US policies. Their comments reinforced the notion that Ukraine's strategic importance and its struggle for sovereignty must be safeguarded at all costs. These diplomatic endorsements not only bolstered Ukraine's position, but also highlighted the broader implications of any decision made by the US decisions that could alter the strategic landscape of Eastern Europe. The current diplomatic rift, marked by threats of aid cuts and questionable economic deals, places Ukraine at a critical juncture. The stakes are high. A misstep in policy or an ill-conceived agreement could destabilize not only Ukraine but also the entire region. It is essential for Ukraine and its international partners to pursue clear, binding agreements and to maintain a united front in support of Ukraine's security and prosperity. In these challenging times, decisive and collaborative diplomacy remains the only viable path to ensuring a stable and secure future for Ukraine.